Since the Cold War, global nuclear power has been determined not only by the number of warheads a country possesses, but also by its ability to ensure those weapons remain operational even if a first strike destroys a land base. This is where the Nuclear Submarine Ballistic Missile Carrier, SSBN, comes into play. This type of vessel is a country's ultimate insurance, the ultimate weapon that ensures a nuclear retaliation will always be available regardless of what happens on the surface. China, as a power challenging the United States' dominance in the Indo-Pacific, understands this well. After launching several Type 094 Jing-class submarines, Beijing is now preparing the Type 096, projected to be one of the most feared nuclear submarines in the world. With a combination of JL-3 intercontinental ballistic missiles, advanced acoustic stealth technology, and long-range patrol capabilities, the Type 096 is not just a technical upgrade, but a political statement that China is ready to establish itself as a maritime nuclear power on a par with the United States and Russia. The Type 094 nuclear submarine, which entered service in the early 2000s, provided China with the basic capability to conduct deep-sea nuclear patrols. However, from the outset, this vessel was considered a technological compromise, American. Intelligence reports stated that its noise level was comparable to that of a 1980s-era Soviet nuclear submarine, making it relatively easy to detect. Its JL-2 missile, while quite powerful, only had a range of around 7,000 to 8,000 kilometers. This meant that China had to send its submarines beyond its coastline to reach targets in the United States. This was extremely risky, given the heavily defended Pacific Ocean by the U.S. fleet. The Type 096 addressed these limitations. With its significantly larger size, longer endurance, and believed to be significantly lower noise levels, this vessel was expected to operate for longer periods undetected. Defense analysts even called the Type 096 a generational leap, a complete leap, not simply an upgrade from previous vessels. It was like a deep-sea monster capable of surviving for months underwater, always ready to launch a nuclear strike at any moment. A nuclear submarine is useless without weapons that can reach distant targets. This is where the JL-3, Juling 3, becomes key. This ballistic missile is estimated to have a range of up to 12,000 kilometers, making it capable of hitting targets across the Americas and even from seas near the coast of China. Unlike the JL-2, the JL-3 is more than just a longer-range version. It is believed to feature MIRV, multiple independently targetable reentry vehicles. Technology: each missile can carry multiple nuclear warheads that can be redirected to different targets. With a capacity of around 8 to 10 warheads per missile, a single Type 096 submarine carrying 24 JL-3s could deliver over 200 nuclear warheads in a single salvo. In strategic doctrine, this number is not just a statistic, but a determining factor in the global balance of power. With the JL-3, China has the real capability to deliver a devastating counterstrike, making any enemy think twice before attempting a preemptive strike. The key to an SSBN isn't its speed or the number of missiles, but its ability to remain invisible. A nuclear submarine can carry hundreds of warheads, but its value is wasted if it's easily tracked and destroyed before it can launch its missiles. The Type 094 is often called too noisy. In contrast, the Type 096 is designed to match the standards of modern Russian Borei-class or American Ohio-class nuclear submarines. Some reports suggest it will use pump jet propulsion, a water jet propulsion system that is quieter than traditional propellers. Its hull is coated with sound-absorbing materials. Its nuclear reactor is more stable with minimal vibration, and its cooling system is designed to produce noise that can be detected by enemy sonar. With this technology, the Type 096 is projected to be able to disappear in the ocean, hiding at depths of thousands of meters without being easily detected. Even with America's anti-submarine fleet using P-8 Poseidon aircraft, Aegis destroyers, and a network of undersea sensors, finding the Type 096 will remain a very difficult task. China has long adhered to the doctrine of no first use, which states that it will not launch nuclear weapons first unless attacked. However, for this doctrine to be credible, Beijing needs a solid second strike capability. Without modern SSBNs, China's nuclear threat would be considered fragile, easily destroyed before it could be used. The Type 096 is the answer to that problem. Equipped with intercontinental range JL-3 missiles, these submarines can remain in the seas near Chinese territory and retain the capability to strike distant targets. This means that even if China's land-based nuclear bases are destroyed in a surprise attack, there is always an ultimate weapon lurking in the depths of the ocean to ensure a retaliatory strike. Furthermore, the existence of the Type 096 is also transforming global diplomacy. A country with modern SSBNs possesses not only military power but also political bargaining power. With these submarines, China can sit at the negotiating table on equal footing with the United States and Russia, rather than simply as a regional power. The emergence of the Type 096 will shake up security dynamics in the Indo-Pacific. The United States will undoubtedly increase undersea surveillance in the Western Pacific. Japan and South Korea, despite not possessing nuclear weapons of their own, will strengthen their anti-submarine fleets. India, China's strategic rival in Asia, is likely to accelerate development of the next-generation Arahant-class SSBN with more powerful missiles. In other words, the Type 096 is not only increasing China's power, but also accelerating an undersea arms race. Oceans previously considered neutral territory could become a submarine hunting ground, with increasingly sophisticated sensors, naval drones, and anti-submarine fleets. Even Russia, China's strategic ally, will be watching these developments. The more countries possess modern SSBNs, the more complex it becomes to maintain the global nuclear balance. The Type 096 nuclear submarine is the culmination of China's ambition to become a true maritime power, not just a land force expanding to sea. With its intercontinental range JL-3 missiles, stealth technology that makes it nearly impossible to track, and a vital role in second strike capability, this vessel is one of the most dangerous strategic weapons of the 21st century. However, there is a price to pay. The Type 096's presence will further escalate global competition, trigger an undersea arms race, and increase the risk of miscalculation in the Indo-Pacific region. The world may be made safer by deterrence, but on the other hand, one small mistake could ignite the flames of an unimaginable nuclear war. Ultimately, the Type 096 is more than just a submarine. It is a silent shadow constantly moving across the ocean, a symbol of power, intimidation, and a reminder that world peace today rests on the fear of nuclear war tomorrow.